going to show you how to cut your envelope to go with your card. So in the PDF download, there are 4 pages. The first one are directions. I didn't print those out because they're directions, right? Page 2, I show you a sample of the envelope with measurements so you can confirm your sizing after you print it off. And one thing you want to make sure is that when you go to print this on your printer, you want it to be 100% scale so that it'll print all the way to the edges for us. And then take note that our card fits perfectly in its little spot, because this is where the card would go. Then this folds up this way, this folds up that way, these fold in, and voila, you have an envelope. So, my fingers are not working. The next page is the instructions for how to cut the page up. And I'm going to put those here, and then I printed the envelope off on my old resume paper. The color is pretty. I printed 2 off just in case. But the color is nice. It doesn't completely match, but that's okay. I don't ever match. What's one more thing to not match, right? So anyway, I'm going to start from the top, and I'm going to work my way down, obviously, and follow the directions. And so the top one is to snip the notches. These are the notches that I'm referring to, these 4 dotted lines. So we want to do those first. So I have my little scissors, my little kitty scissors, and I'm going to cut these. Okay, next we're going to fold these ends here. That's number 2, these side flaps, we're going to fold those in. And so something I've learned the hard way is you don't want to cut past these lines because then the envelope will be too small for your, sorry, I'm having a heck of a time with this, will be too small for your card. So you still want to make sure that when you fold it over, it fits, right? And it's actually just a teeny bit tight because I cut it to, there we go, we're good, we're good. So there's that. Then you're going to trim the bottom corners. So in the instructions, you're going to trim off the rest of these corners right here. So out comes my faithful scissors, and I'm going to cut each of these ends right here. Now you're going to fold the bottom flap up. Let me turn this around. So the bottom flap is the wider side. This is the 3.5 inch side. Take note, 3.5 inch side, 2 1/4. So this is the bottom flap. So now this is going to fold up like that. Let me get this straight for us. So there is that. And then before you put the card in here and you glue it down, let's go ahead and fold the top flap down too, and then we're going to push it back up And now we're going to glue these sides together right here. So I have this fun glue tape that I bought. You could always use some just Elmer's glue, right? I'm gonna get this off if it kills me. And it might kill me, there we go. So you could use some Elmer's glue, I'm sure, or I even have, I can't remember the name of it, but it's a white fabric or a white craft glue that I bought that I think would also work just fine. So I'm running this along here. Oh, pro tip. If you glue along here, but you go past this, and you're going to end up with glue on the edges, you know, kind of out over the top of the envelope. So if we do this side here, then we know that we're not going to go past the fold. So there it is right there. So let's make sure the card still fits. There we go. So that fits just like that. And now you could always run, I'm not gonna do it because I'm gonna pull this out, but you could always run some more glue along here to seal it. And now you have an envelope. And I see a few little edges over here, so you could do a little trim if you wanted to. So flip it over, take note, and if you want to, you could flim. You can see, if you look here, I can see where I didn't cut right along the edges, and so I could always go in and cut that out and kind of make that look a little bit tidier and stuff. And even right in here, you can see too where I kind of missed there. But if it's cut correctly, not correctly, if it's cut neatly, then it should all fit and look pretty fantastic. And I think it does. I hope you have fun creating the envelope for your new garden card.